Hi everyone, good day, especially to you sir. Welcome to my video, where I'll be showing my journey and work with WordPress. In this video, I guide you through all the activities I've done, from installing plugins to building custom features, deploying the website online, and even setting up security and e-commerce. So if you've wondered how a WordPress site is built, managed, and made secure, you're in the right place. I'll also share some tips I learned along the way and show you exactly how everything is done step by step. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into my WordPress journey. Now, for Activity 1. We work with the simple guestbook plugin. A plugin in WordPress is basically an add-on that adds extra features or functionality to your website without needing to code from scratch. In this case, the simple guestbook plugin allows visitors to leave messages on the website, like a digital guestbook. Another important thing we learned here is the use of shortcodes. A shortcode is a small piece of code inside square brackets that tells WordPress to display a feature on a page. It makes adding functions very easy without writing long code. Next, for Activity 2. We build our own CRUD plugin. CRUD means create, read, update, and delete, which are the basic actions used to manage data in a system. In this activity, I created a custom WordPress plugin that allows data to be managed directly on the website. On the front end, users can add new information using a form. Once the data is submitted, it is displayed in a table where it can be viewed, edited, or deleted. I also use shortcodes to show the form and the data table on a page, so there was no need to hardcode anything on the theme. On the back end, the plugin also adds a custom menu in the WordPress dashboard, where the admin can view and manage all the records. Next, for the project website deployment. We use Hostinger to put our WordPress website online. After learning the basics of WordPress locally, the next step was to deploy the website so it can be accessed by anyone on the internet. Here's what I did. First, our group purchased a hosting plan and domain from Hostinger. Then, using a Hostinger's control panel, I installed WordPress with just a few clicks. After the installation, I connected the domain to the WordPress site and logged into the admin dashboard. From there, I uploaded our project files, installed the required plugins, and configured the site settings. So, once everything was set up, the website became live and accessible online. This activity shows that I understand how to deploy a WordPress website, using a Hostinger as a hosting platform, and make a project site ready for real-world use. Now, for the e-commerce activity. We use WooCommerce, which is a powerful Woo e-commerce transforms a normal WordPress website into a fully functional online store. For this project, I designed the store to sell pre-loved items that are still in good condition and can be reused, making the store both practical and sustainable. On the shop page, all available products are displayed in an organized layout. Visitors can easily browse through the pre-loved items, check prices, and select products they are interested in. Each product has its own product page. On this page, customers can see the product image, name, price, and description. This helps buyers understand the condition and details of the pre-loved item before making a purchase. I also configured the checkout process by setting up two payment methods. The first option is cash on delivery, or should be called COD, which is suitable for customers who prefer to pay when the item arrives. The second option, of course, the PayPal, which allows online payment and provides a secure and convenient checkout experience for all. On the back end, WooCommerce provides a complete e-commerce dashboard. From here, I can manage products, update prices, track customer orders, and monitor payment methods. I can also configure store settings such as currency, shipping options, and payment configurations. So this activity, as you can see and observe, it really demonstrates how to set up an online shop, how to manage products, configure payment gateways, and use WooCommerce to handle both the front-end shopping experience and the back-end store management in WordPress. Next for this activity is to configure the white label plugin. A white label plugin is used to customize the WordPress admin area. It allows us to change the branding and control what other users can see in the dashboard. In my project, I use this plugin to set my own logo in WordPress admin panel. This makes the dashboard look more professional and personalized, as if it was a system made specifically for the client. Aside from changing the logo, I also hid unnecessary menus and features in the WordPress dashboard. This helps reduce confusion and prevents users from confusion and from accessing settings they should not modify. Only my account as the admin has full access to all menus and settings. Other users can only see the features that are relevant to them. So, by this setup, it improves security, usability, and control because it limits access to important settings and keeps the admin panel clean and organized. This activity shows how to install and configure a white label plugin, customizing the admin interface, and manage user access properly in WordPress. Now, for our WordFence plugin. WordFence plugin is a security plugin in WordPress. It is a security plugin that helps protect a WordPress site from hacks, malware, and unauthorized access. One of its important features is two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security on top of the normal login process. After entering the password, the user needs to provide a second verification, like a code from their phone or an authentication app. This makes it much harder for hackers to gain access, even if they somehow get the password. Here's what I did to come up with this. I went to plugins, admin, searched for WordFence, and installed it. After activation, I accessed the WordFence dashboard in the backend to configure security settings. I enabled two-factor authentication for my admin account, so now logging in requires both my password and a verification from an app. I also reviewed other settings like login attempt disk and limits to make the site even more secure. I also reviewed other settings like login attempt limits to make the site even more secure. Now, here you can see I already installed and activated the Ultimate Member plugin in my WordPress site. This plugin, by the way, is used to manage user rules and control who can access specific content. Now, as a guest, if I try to open a membership-only page, I cannot access the content. Instead, I am automatically redirected to login page. This means that guests are restricted from viewing protected content. But if you are logged in as a user, you can already access the content. Inside the membership page, this confirms that the content is only visible to users with the correct role. On the admin side, I configured the user rules using alternate member settings. Here, I created a custom user rule and defined what this rule can see and access. Next is the Chatway plugin. Here you can see that the Chatway plugin is already activated on my WordPress website. As you can see on the lower part of the screen, the chat icon is visible, which means the chatbot is working properly. Now, I will try to send a message as a visitor. Once I send the message, you can see that the chatbot responds and the conversation starts. On the admin side, I can also see who chatted on my side. When I open the Chatway plugin and the Chatway dashboard, all the messages from visitors are displayed in real time. Here I can view the visitor messages, the time of the conversation, and I also reply directly as the admin. This allows me to communicate with users easily without leaving the dashboard. So basically, Chatway helps me monitor and manage all conversations happening on my website. Even if the user leaves the site, the chat history is still saved, so I can reply anytime. This proves that the Chatway plugin is successfully installed and configured, and it helps improve interaction between the website and its visitors.